Alright, this is going to be a walkthrough of activity 12-7, and I'm also going to cover a little bit of 12-8, last known good configuration. I'm not really going to go through it completely. It just wants you to be familiar with safe mode. So we're going to go ahead and shut down our machine. We're actually going to restart it. Which will take a minute. And you would normally see this if there were an actual problem. It definitely would restart and would give you the dialog box with a built-in timer, usually 30 seconds. You can set that under your system variables, recovery variables from the GUI. And I'm also going to cover a little bit about last known good configuration. I'm not going to go fully through these steps. It's just important for you to understand that this comes up. But if ever you see this, it means that something has happened to the system. Either you've set it automatically to prompt you, okay, if you recall, we had set up the profile, so it's going to stop here anyways. Now I'm just going to tell it Control-Delete, and I'm going to hit F8. And this is going to bring me to the boot options window. And here we have safe mode with networking, safe mode with command prompt. What are the differences? Safe mode is going to only load essential drivers to get the server up and running. Non-essentials such as networking and anything more advanced than just booting up the system to a basic GUI, video drivers, sound drivers, anything like that, any advanced software beyond just basic the basic mode drivers, disk I/O, maybe tape I/O, but nothing really beyond that. Just basic level drivers are going to be installed and going to be activated and running. Safe mode with networking is just that, the same thing, only it will load NICs. Don't believe that it will load wireless NICs. I don't remember if that'll work, but I don't believe it does. But it will only load the network driver for usually the online NIC. Safe mode with command prompt is just that. Instead of going to the GUI, it goes to a DOS box. Not the same as the recovery console. It's different. Recovery console is something to do slightly more advanced things like here, the DS restore mode. Last known good configuration is what's covered under 12-8, and if you copy, hit that, it'll ask, which profile do you want to use, because we have more than one set up. If ever it failed, then it would automatically come to this, your last known good configuration. I'm just going to go ahead and reboot and say that that's where you will find those two things. I'm not going to go through the process. In 12-6 it wants you, or 12-7 it wants you to go through the process of booting to the command prompt. That's fine. That's just like typing CMD in Windows and getting a DOS box, only it's the full screen. And it won't work because you're in safe mode, because network drivers are not activated in safe mode. If you wanted to use networking, you would need to go safe mode with networking support. And the same thing applies for this activity 12-8. I'm not going to disable the network drivers. Understand that you can set up, just like if you set up a configuration, if there's a hardware failure in the server, it'll automatically jump over in the last known good configuration. That's it. This is just a real brief walkthrough of activity 12-7 and 12-8, testing last known good configurations. My last known good is good, so it's going to automatically boot up. It won't even prompt me. It's only if it had an error at the last startup or it crashed, it would prompt you for that.